Ruphi Curls, inspiring black girls all over the world to fall in love with their natural hair.
Bonjour, akaba,
Ni hao, mahaban,
hola, hello.
and welcome to Ruphi The Black Beauty. Today, we're going to be talking about detangling without tears. So today, we're going to be talking about this question that everyone seems to ask us: how do you detangle? What do you do? This is because, as you know, black girl hair, every time it gets tangled, it can be a very tearful moment. I know from when I was growing up, when the knots are in there or when it's not been detangled properly, it can really, really hurt. So a lot of people tend to come and ask us, how do you detangle? Which is a very valid question, hence the reason why we are talking about it today. But before we get into that, Fifi,
We're going to be playing two truths and a lie. We're going to state some statements, and two are the truth and one is a lie.
okay.
Please watch till the end to find out which one is the lie.
You have to watch to the end and you have to make your comment before you find out which one. Do not rush to the end. Tell us which one you think is the lie and then you find out at the end.
So, our first statement is leaving our hair out for 3 days on end.
Okay. And our second statement is Rufy have never been to a salon before.
And our last one is the police once came when I was washing my hair and I screamed so much that when Mum was combing my hair.
Okay, so now we go into the main section. Make sure you leave your comment as to which one you think is a lie. And now we're going into the main section. In our main section today, our first question will be, why do we need to detangle the hair? Why exactly do we need to detangle the hair? We need to detangle the hair, as I said before, because natural black hair tends to tangle. Moisture doesn't easily travel from the roots to the tips. So we need to have a method, we need to have a formula where we detangle the hair and it actually doesn't hurt as much. That's why we detangle the hair. So how do we detangle the hair? I'll start with me. For me, my hair is shorter. I don't worry so much about detangling the hair, because I wash my hair, for instance, every 1 to 2 weeks. And when I've washed my hair, before I go in to wash my hair, into the shower to wash my hair, which is where I wash my hair, I don't have to section it because I don't have a lot of hair. I don't need to section it in that way. I just apply my leave-in conditioner, which is what I use to wash it. And when I come out, I apply, after it's a little bit dry, I apply the leave-in conditioner, the moisturizer, and a little bit of oil or so. And then I can either just finger detangle it or I will comb it from tips to root, because it will still hurt if I try and comb it right from the root. So I will comb it from tips to roots. So that's me. I don't do very much, and that's the beauty of having short hair. When the girl's hair was shorter, about this length, I actually didn't make their hair for about 2-3 years, as you know, as we've said so many times, until the hair was stronger, the scalp was stronger, and they could actually do the hair. So yeah, over to Rue and Fee. Who's going first?
So, the first step in which we detangle our hair when we make it is when we're taking out the style, we finger detangle it gently, easing the knots out. With oil on our hands, obviously, as we've said. The next time we detangle our hair is when we wash our hair. So when our dad washes our hair, he uses his hands to detangle it and get all the knots out, ready for when we come to Mum, so it's nice and easy comb, which is not usually the case, but sometimes is.
So
So when we come to mum, she applies moisturizer, leave-in conditioner, and shea moisture, and combs the hair from root to tip. Then she resections the
I think
hair.
that's tips to roots, Ru. Tips. You start from. If I tried combing it from roots to tip, you will cry, girl.
Oh yeah. So from tips to roots, and so we don't go downwards. We go we start from the tips, do shorter, and then go
on all the way to the roots.
So
Yeah.
from then at the end we can go roots all the way to tips. So we're combing it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So after that, after she resections the hair, she brushes it, and then it's done, detangling, and we're ready to style.
Yeah. So our next question is for Ru and Fee. This one is for you. I will talk about my own experience a little bit, and then over to you. What is your most painful moment when you detangle? For me, it's quite interesting one. When I was growing up, every moment anybody touched my hair was a painful moment because there was no moisture in my hair. So yeah, it was always a painful moment. Also, my hair was combed right from the roots to the tips. My hair used to break combs. That's just the long and short of it. So over to you guys.
So I think it's not too painful, but I think the most painful moment in the process when we make our hair is probably when we come down to mum and she combs the hair. For even though there are many ways it could hurt more, she does it from tips to roots instead of going straight from root to tip, and she applies shea moisture, which helps it not hurt as much. It still hurts a bit, but I think that is the most painful moment of it.
So for me, it literally has to be the combing. So when we comb it, it really hurts when there's no moisture. Even though my dad has washed and finger detangled it, there's always still that little bit that's still a bit tangled. So the detangling with the comb really, really hurts.
Yeah, so you've heard from them. Now, our final question, and this question again is for you, Ruphi, because you're the ones that have very long hair all the way down your backs. My question for you now is detangling easier now that your hair is long all the way down your back, all the way to your bum and your hips? Or was it easier when you were younger?
So I think it was easier to detangle, as in it took less time when we were younger. But I think we have been getting used to it. I mean, I have been getting used to it as the time went on, and though it took longer, it seems to hurt less.
For me, I think it was easier when we were younger because if I'm right, our hair didn't used to tangle as much, so it didn't hurt as much. But now we're older, our hair tangles a lot more, and when we do it, it hurts. So it was easier when we were younger.
Yeah, so the hair now requires a lot more attention and care, right? Even more than when it was shorter. But yeah, your hair always requires attention and care. Yeah, over to you.
So now we will be playing Tangle or No Tangle. We will be saying a bunch of statements, and we and you will decide whether it tangles or doesn't tangle. Make sure to pause the video before we reveal the answer.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna start.
Yeah. So the first statement is we touch the natural hair excessively while it's out. So when it's out and natural, we don't want to be we want to be touching it excessively, or do we not? Pause the video now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tangle.
So you do a quick twist. So you've just been to a party, you left your beautiful natural hair out, do you do a quick twist when you come back? So a quick twist after a party. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No tangle.
So the next statement is sleeping with your natural hair out on the cotton pillow.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tangled. So the next one is locking that moisture in after washing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No tangle.
The last statement is we didn't section our hair before we washed it.
5, 4, 3, 2,
1. Tangle.
The very last statement is washing our hair frequently.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No tangle. Okay.
And now for the answer to the 2 truths and a lie. The lie is leaving our hair out for 3 days in a row.
So, you guys have never left your hair out for 3 days in a row, right?
Yeah.
Ever since you started putting it into styles.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is mainly to make sure it doesn't tangle, right? It doesn't turn into a mop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, the police have come while I've been combing my hair.
Yep. It was a very interesting day. The neighbors called the police.
So I hope you enjoyed that. Please comment, subscribe, and share this video among the other talk show videos and the other videos. And we hope you find this information helpful. So yeah, bye.
Bye. Ruphi Curls, inspiring black girls all over the world to fall in love with their natural hair.